I screwed up really badly. Hello and welcome to kind of an episode. I'm Shiro91 and I've got some very interesting news for you to share. I was doing some pre-recording on Marvel Ultimate Alliance and I guess I went a little too far and got a little too careless. Because while I was doing some recording here and there, something happened one time and then all of a sudden my video didn't bother to save for some reason. It wouldn't actually save at all, so I thought I'd go ahead and remove some of the screenshots that were saved through the achievements and everything else and all that jazz. And when I went back to save it, I was officially unaware that not only did I leave the app in general, I lost that previous episode and everything with it was gone. So I stopped right there and I lost it all. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world, because I was able to at least take all of the videos that I was able to download and upload them onto here, or transfer them all onto this hard drive right here. 80 gigabytes of memory. All of it has all the playthroughs. So with that being said, I didn't lose all of it, but I haven't been able to do a lot of the comic missions yet. What I'm thinking about right now is doing something a little different. I could either A, try to pick myself back up from where I left off, or B, start all over. Now let me give you a big brief on what these two options are. I can put the playthrough on the hiatus and be able to finish uploading the rest of the videos in general, just so I can, until I can get to the certain part where I messed up and just lost everything all willy-nilly. Or option B, I can try and move all and make a special playlist for all of the Let's Plays I've done with the Marvel Ultimate Alliance, all in one playlist, and put them all in a bundle like in archives in general, and start over from scratch. Like, playthroughs would be on Monday, no, not Monday, Wednesday, and the comic missions would be once a month every Monday. But that's depending on how it's gonna work. The problem with that though is that I would have to do everything all over again. But when that one happens is that there are some positives on this. So on the positive side, if I do redo this playthrough, I will have episode 1 all up and ready. All of my opinions will be based on everything, and recently something happened because I was using a different kind of headset and I realized that USB in general is something different. However, there is a problem with this headset that I'm using. It does give off echoes, so if I want to be sure that there isn't an echo, I have to just turn off the mic in general, and I really don't want to do that. I might have to for some parts here and there, like I'll have to talk in some grand scale or something, or rarely talk at all, so that might be something, because usually I'll just ramble on some stupid stuff anyway. Like, you've seen all my other rambling I've done on the videos, so I don't know. So the options are A, pick up from where I last left off and try to see if I can make myself work up until I can get to the position, or archive all of the playthroughs that I've done, the old ones, and start fresh. Just let me know in the comments below. That's the first thing I want to bring up. The second content, new playthrough ideas. I've actually started having fun doing these playthroughs with the Marvel game, with Ultimate Alliance, and I love that game still, and I'm still gonna do it. While I do that, I figured, why not try something different? That's why I would honestly ask you guys what games you would want me to play on the PS4 for another playthrough. I want to get more of these games, and I'll leave a list of it in the description. The list will grow a little bit because I plan to get some more different games to do some playthroughs in general. There are a lot of other games I want to try and get, like Bloodborne, the Kingdom Hearts games, and there's something else I want There are going to be a couple of rules and exceptions. First rule is no first-person shooter playthroughs unless if it has a story, I'll do it. Which also leads to the second one. If it's a fighting game like Injustice: Gods Among Us or Injustice 2, I will only be playing through the story modes. The third rule is that this is the biggest exception that you guys have to understand. That if I do a game like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or Crash Bandicoot in general, I can only play like 20, 30, or 40 minutes of the game and hopefully be able to get some footage in general. So, for the playthroughs. That's some of the rules. I know it sounds a little bit strict, but I really want to try and be as professional as I can be. So, we'll see where it goes. That's the second part. The third part in general is the reviews. Now, here's the problem with the reviews. I wanted to do like special reviews in general, but the problem with that is that I have an all-in-one desktop that is my only source, and I'm trying my hardest to take good care of it because it did have some problems and I was just lucky enough to get it back in general. The reviews in general is that if I do these reviews, I want to try and get like special footage in general. So I want to try and get footage for these following games in general, like for example the PlayStation 1 games like Final Fantasy VIII, PS2 games like X-Men Legends, and GameCube games like Resident Evil 0. I want to try and find a system that helps out with footage in general, like helping me get the footage. If there is a device that helps me out, please let me know in the comments below where I can work with a PS2 and the GameCube system and try to get something onto my all-in-one desktop. If there's a way that is very much of a reasonable price, I really appreciate it because I want to try and get up off my feet and try to do these reviews. The reason why I was never able to do the Final Fantasy VIII review is that my little camcorder, a jazz recorder, didn't work anymore. I tried turning it on over and over and over and over and over, but it just wouldn't work. I tried to fix it and I broke it. I couldn't fix it. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. But it doesn't mean I won't do the review. I want to do this review, but I honestly don't feel like that I have the confidence to actually go out and do this in general. And it's not like I didn't want to do it. It's not like I don't care. I do care. In fact, because of that, I was able to write a 13-page script on this notebook. You guys can't read this, can you? Hold on. Better. Everything is on there, the information, the jokes, the scripts, and everything else in general, and I guess that's the best thing I can come up with. I even took some footnotes for the PS4 game Crash Bandicoot because when I first got the game, I was so freaking excited. I was like, I get to play Crash Bandicoot, yay! Because it's my childhood. Anyway, I think that is it. But before I go, I honestly want to give you guys a heads up about a YouTuber by the name of The Completionist. If you haven't seen The Completionist's videos, I highly recommend you check them out. I'll leave a link in the description with some of his videos, and you can check them out yourself with them. And I'll leave a link on his channel if you don't know who he is. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel too, please. I want some too, please. Now for the final part I want to bring up, I honestly feel like that this is kind of like rambling on and everything, and I want to take my time on this one in general because this means a lot to me. I want to give a big, huge thank you to everybody who supported me throughout the past month that I started posting these videos in general. I want to give a big thank you to all of my subscribers and the people who watch these videos. It means a lot to me. It shows that even though I don't get a lot of views, it means that people really do like watching them. So I'm gonna keep going with this. I love to do them, and if I do get views, that's great. I love the views. It lets me know that people do watch this. It lets me know that people will watch this. So with that being said, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to my subscribers who have been supportive. Thank you for people who have watched it and have shared it. Again, thank you so much for showing your support, your kindness, and If you haven't seen these videos, they are not going to go away. They will still be on there, but if I do start over from the beginning, they will be in an archived video, in a special little playlist with the archive. So if I do these playthroughs again, which will depend if I want to or not, and I think that might be a good idea or something, so who knows, we'll see what happens. I know it's like starting over and just copying out and everything, that's what it feels like to me, but if I do redo this whole thing, it probably would be a better example. Now about the mic thing, it does give off echoes whenever I do them, because when you watch these videos, you will hear immense amount of echoes. When I do these videos, they do leave off an echo in general, and I don't really like that, and I'm sure you guys don't like that either. So with that, let me know if there is a mic that prevents echoing, or if there's some way I can prevent the echoing from the mic, so I can leave it on and I can still give my commentary, give my complete ranting, and every other wazoo. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for all the help, and if you guys leave a comment and tell me what your opinions are about the choices and everything, just let me know in general. I really do appreciate it. So with that being said, I'll make it short and sweet for everyone. Do you guys want me to try and get back where I was in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance playthrough and try to go from there, or do I place the videos in the archive and start all over again? That's the first that's the first content. The second content number 2, what kind of video game do you want me to do playthroughs next? There are the rules. If it's a fighting game, I will only do let's plays of the story, not fighting games in general, just the story mode, like Injustice, Mortal Kombat, etc., 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 that has a story mode. Whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. If it is a platforming game like Crash Bandicoot, for example, or like a long playthrough like the Marvel game, I will try my hardest and make them like 20 to 40 minutes long or something like that. But if I do the Crash Bandicoot game in particular, I will have a limit of 1 or 2 levels of the game from beginning to end. Now, the third option for first-person shooter games, if they don't have a story mode, I will not be putting them on the list. But I will. But if I do get new play of the games, like with Roadhog and Symmetra, I will upload those as best I can, but we'll see where it goes. And for the third, if you can help me find like a special little device which allows me to transfer video clips from, or take video game footage from a PlayStation 1 game, PS2, or GameCube, and send them all on one file and place them in a computer, I would very much appreciate it, because I would like to try and get some footage somehow. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and make sure and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, and make sure you leave a thumbs up, and leave a like, or just leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel about these videos and all these changes. It's not necessarily the worst kind of change, but hopefully I'll do better, because I'm learning, and I like to learn new things. So with that being said, I'm Chiron91. Happy gaming, everybody.